Before I begin, I would like to give a quick shout out to the channel The BC Junior. It's run by two guys, one of whom is a good friend of mine, and I know he puts a lot of effort into his videos. So if you're interested in a good Let's Play channel, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Hello everyone, I know you probably all want to know my thoughts about Super Mario Maker 2, but sadly I don't have that yet. We'll definitely be talking about it soon though, that's for sure. But for now, let's read some of your comments over the past few months, shall we? I'll be looking at some of what you guys said about my top 110 Mario Kart song series so far, which I'll get back to sooner or later with parts 4 and 5. But for now, time to read some comments. So let's head over to my video, Top 11 Reasons Waluigi is Awesome. I just had to make that video after the fake video I put out titled, Top 11 Reasons I'm No Longer a Waluigi Fan, Obvious Fake News. Our first comment is from YoshiDude780, who says I should make a concept video for a Waluigi platformer. This, folks, is a great idea. Now, I wouldn't necessarily dedicate a whole series to this because we know how Nintendo disrespects Waluigi and they're probably never going to give him his own game. However, that doesn't mean we can't have some ideas. Maybe Waluigi has to save us all from an evil pinball machine that wants to destroy the world. Just an idea. An idea that I might tackle in the future. Next we have a comment from Charmine Ahmad, who seems to be suggesting some potential Mario Kart tracks for Waluigi, or maybe even some ideas for a Waluigi platformer that we were just talking about. I feel like these ideas got better as they went along. An arena or forest would be interesting, but I don't know if they fit Waluigi's character. Of course, with casinos, we see how well that fits the theme with Waluigi Pinball. And Waluigi Wheel would certainly be interesting, maybe if it's a more of a luck-based game that we're talking about. But Waluigi Manor, that is a great idea. Waluigi is a classy gentleman and he deserves a classy house. Nicholas Andrade, sorry if I butchered your name, simply comments, Bad Luigi. Of course, I had to reply that he's simply known as Waluigi, but he is referencing the wa in Japanese, which means bad. But really, Waluigi is not bad Luigi, he is good Luigi. No offense to the guy in the green cap, but come on, we all know who the better Luigi is. Now let's head over to my Mario Kart Wii tracks tier list video, where I rank the tracks from that good old game in tiers, you know, S tier, A tier, B tier, etc. First, let's get to the comment that's basically self-explanatory, as the shoe man says, gee, I wonder where he'll put Wario's Gold Mine. Of course, I put that trash in the bottom tier, but there was no F tier on there provided, so I said, well, if only there was one. Now, HammerBro101 replied that you can make an F tier with this tier maker website, but I probably would have been too lazy to do that anyway. Next, we get to a comment from Jack, who says, I like the original music from Moo Moo Meadows better, but the track in Mario Kart 8 is better. Honestly, I can't disagree here. The Wii version of the song gets nostalgia points for me, but it is hard to deny that the Mario Kart 8 version of this track looks 8,000 times better. Now, Jack also commented about only DS and 7 tracks being in Mario Kart Tour in terms of retro tracks. Well, that kind of sucks, but I guess it would be a big visual decline from Wii and Mario Kart 8 tracks anyway. I haven't really seen any beta gameplay yet, though, because I don't necessarily want spoilers about what tracks are in there, but we don't even have an official release date on this game yet, Nintendo. So, next we have a comment from Chief Knucklehead, which is a great username, by the way. He rated the Mario Kart Wii tracks by saying they were either great, good, meh, bad, or boo, or, you know, A through F. Now, I can't necessarily show all of his rankings of the 32 tracks, but they were pretty freaking similar to how I put the various Mario Kart Wii tracks in tiers. I mean, as we established earlier, anyone who says boo to Wario's Gold Mine is my friend. And finally, we get a comment from Me Plays, who says Delphina Square and Grumble Volcano should swap tiers. I mean, I have no problem with that. Both are really good tracks that hover between that A tier and S tier range for me. And N64 Sherbet Land, if you like that track, that's fine with me. But Wario's Gold Mine, well, that's where I get salty, as you put it. Why so salty? I don't know, man. I just don't like the track. But if you like it, that's cool with me, I guess. Whatever floats your boat. Then, of course, we gotta dive into my top 110 Mario Kart song series so far. Let's get to number 110 through 88, the bad tunes. Now, I love Mario Kart music, so only a few are actually bad per se. But we get into a lot of forgettable and mediocre stuff on this particular part of the list. First, we get to a comment from TGC Xavier, who says Shy Guy Bazaar is his favorite desert track, but the music is bland. Yeah, honestly, I can see how people would like the theme of this track. It is a unique setting for a desert track. But as you put it, there is no better word to describe the music here than bland. And my goodness, it is bland. Next, we get to a comment from Fiction Fanboy, who says that it is pretty hard to pick Mario Kart songs that are bad, even if some are forgettable. And I agree 100% because, like I said, honestly, there are only a few bad Mario Kart songs to me. I should have just called this the forgettable tier, to be honest, because a lot of these songs aren't bad, they're just sort of, like the GBA circuit theme that I had at the end of the list. It's not a super memorable Mario Kart song, but it is too catchy and upbeat for me to truly consider it bad. So next we get to a comment from Tucson, the mysterious guy. Okay, that's a good name. That is a mysterious name. Who says that these 5 songs are the worst. Yeah, I pretty much agree. And I, of course, had Desert Hills and dead last on my list. Ghost Valley is pretty far down too, and Bone Dry Dunes is the worst Mario Kart 8 song in my opinion, and the track sucks too. Water Park, I think, is at least a little cheerful and nice, but like I've said a lot, is that a memorable song? No, it really isn't. So lastly, we get to a comment from DankTales06, who says he actually liked Desert Hills' music when he was younger. He says it just sounds okay now. Now, this is one of the few Mario Kart songs that I would actually consider bad, that's why I had it in dead last. But even with these songs I really don't like, I can at least see how other people might kinda like it. But dang, is Desert Hills just really bland. Come to think of it, though, it might not even be as bland as Shy Guy Bazaar. Maybe I should have had that in last place. But in any case, they're in the same tier, lower tier Mario Kart songs for sure. So next we have my top 110 Mario Kart songs part 2 video, where I head over to the OK songs. So first we get to a comment from Noodle Warrior, who says that he would put Yoshi Valley and Sherbet Land from the GCN in the good tier. Yeah, those were both pretty close to that tier for me, but they didn't quite make it. I'll tell you what though, the remake for Yoshi Valley and Mario Kart 8, that is some pretty dope music right there. Next we get to a comment from Lucas Gode von Pesky, which is a cool name, and he said I liked the soundtrack in Mario Kart DS in my top 71 retro song series. Now it's mixed for me really. A lot of retro songs in that game got screwed up bad. GBA Bowser Castle and GCN Baby Park for sure. But a few retros sound arguably better, like GBA Sky Garden. And of course there's a lot of great Nitro songs in there like Waluigi Pinball, Airship Fortress, and Delfino Square. So it's a mixed bag really, but I'd still say the good outweighs the bad, so I stand by what I said. Next we get to a comment from Billy Jean Says He, who says that I deserve more subs. Thank you, and I'm glad you think this. I'm pretty happy being close to 900 honestly, but 1,000, that's when things are really going to get good. I think talking about Mario Maker 2 and finishing up that Mario Kart song series might push me over 1,000 though. Not to mention a Let's Play of Mario Kart Tour whenever that game might come out. So lastly we get to a comment from Frances Ruiz, who I think mostly agrees that these songs are okay. But he mentions how number 66 on my list, Yoshi Valley, he loves that song. And I'll tell you what, some of these songs at the top of this okay tier are honestly quite good. I'll put it this way. The songs at the top of the bad tier are probably okay. The songs at the top of the okay tier are probably good. The songs at the top of the good tier are probably great. You get my drift. And finally we get to my top 110 Mario Kart songs part 3 video, where I went over the good songs. Our first comment comes from Kelly Leap 528, who wants me to rank the Smash Ultimate songs that are either Mario or Mario Kart themed. That's certainly an idea for a series, but I think the next big series I'm going to do in terms of a countdown might be ranking the Galaxies in Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I don't have a specific set release date for that, so like Nintendo doesn't have one with Mario Kart Tour. So I'll just say, Super Mario Galaxy rankings coming winter 2019/2020. Hopefully. Hopefully I won't have to delay it, like Nintendo did with Mario Kart Tour. Next we get to a comment from MOA Video Gamer, who says he doesn't really like Super Circuit's Rainbow Road theme. See, that's the tricky thing. It's one of the worst Rainbow Road themes, but it's still good, at least in my opinion. The worst is the SNES remake though, in his opinion. Honestly, that might be my opinion too. If he's referencing the SNES remake from Mario Kart 8, then yeah, I've never really cared for that song at all. And our very last comment comes from AdamJD05. And I will try to address his concern that the music isn't turned up loud enough. The problem, of course, is if I turn it up too loud, it becomes impossible to hear me. So I try to keep a good balance, but I'll turn it up a bit more next time and see what happens, I suppose. so your suggestion is duly noted. Now, I just want to say something to you guys before I go away. Thank you. Thank you for all your nice comments and you watching my videos every week. Seriously. I've recently been going through some rough times that I won't really get into, but making videos is definitely an escape and I really enjoy doing that for you guys. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you and bye-bye.